of the Open Generation Festival, because I don't think that there is enough room for people in London of a certain age to have their say. Especially the things that are being discussed, like migration, the EU referendum and the London mayor election, all of these things affect our lives.
I'm working with Migrant Rights to run a session which is called Ask the Mayor. And we're exploring what young people's priorities are for the future of their city. Housing, job opportunities, education, transport and accessibility. We created 5 different demands that we're presenting to the City Hall, to the mayoral candidates and the London Assembly candidates, to be able to find out what they think, but also to be able to demonstrate how important it is that their voices are heard in the future strategic planning for their city.
My name is Kyoko Takanaka, and I'm one of the photographers presenting work for the Open Generation Festival of Ideas. My series is called Chop Sueyism, and it talks about the history of migration, mainly through food, seeing how communities have made compromises through their food in order to adapt for Western palates.
Big issues. June, when the referendum is on, it's one of the biggest issues we'll all be facing. Whether Britain could be more democratic outside of Europe or whether we can make Europe more democratic.
We believe Europe needs to change, but we do believe that you do not change things by being away from it.
Why should we remain in the EU when we could sign deals with places like China?
My name's Kieran Henry. I work at Jungler Radio, which is a community radio project based in Calais, in the camp that is known as the Jungle. So we watched a documentary last night and we kind of talked about lots of different things, how that kind of film, how it related to the current situation in Calais, and how they might be different or the same. We talked about the issues that the world's facing at the minute and potentially how those might be solved.
We've got the refugee welcome session where we try to give organisations who work in the field, organisations who provide support on the front lines in Calais, organisations who do legal advice and support work in the UK, and organisations who work on the policy sector, policy side of things and do campaigning, to give them a platform and tell people what they're all about, what they do, the projects that they're running and how people can get involved.
My name is Deanna Roger and I am a spoken word poet. We are here at Autograph Gallery with Open Generation to perform as a poetry collective, and we will be doing sets of poems about immigration and our own experiences of it, and just kind of creating a sublimation of everything that's been discussed over the past 2 days.
I seem to constantly be confined in a strange position of wanting to find myself, but my brain seems missing in action. It's a fact, with my thoughts lying traction, I feel trapped in this black skin with no course of action and no plan.
Profile is proof of racial integration, defies the silent slogan of skin-based segregation, and as a tick box of white Caribbean is crossed, my rights are wrong and I should politely get lost.
I can only recommend it to everyone out there. Living in London, outside London, everywhere in the world, come and make people participate and feel included and have their say.